Good morning, everybody. I told you if it's tried to rain last night, we were going to get nothing but snow. The whole ground's covered. It's beautiful. And it's still snowing. Look at it falling. It's not very deep, but still it snowed, and it's still snowing. I don't tell. It could snow most of the day today. Isn't that pretty? They even got snow on the table here under the patio. It's cold. Whew. It's probably about 14 degrees out here this morning. Let me get in the house. Oh, it's too cold out here. Too cold out here to stay. Little buddy's in there eating his breakfast. He didn't even act like he wanted to even think about going out last night or this morning. I gotta get me a cup, fix me some coffee. Whew, it's cold. And I've trapped ice all in the floor. I'm gonna have water in the floor when that melts. I mean, there's not a bit of that that's wet. It's just all dry, powdery snow. Whew. Gotta leave my coat on. My jacket is cold. Gotta get warmed up in here. And there, he goes right back to his vent. Can't see him, but he's under the table close on top of the vent. That's his favorite place to be now. On these cold, cold days. See if I can pick him up any better here. I mean, the light's on, but it casts a shadow under the table. And that's where the vent is, under the table. Whew. It's cold this morning. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got to be probably 14 degrees. Y'all watch little buddy while I fix me some coffee. Now we'll try to find out what the temperature is. Let's take the camera and see what it looks like on the other side of the house. Watch out. Watch out. I don't think you're going to want to go outside, but you might. Let's see. He says, I want to check it out. Guarantee you he won't be out here very long, though. Because look at the ice that's on the porch. He says, oh no, I want to go inside. Look at it. Garden's all white this morning. Yeah, look at this. He's ready to go back in the house. Look at that. I don't blame him. Whoop. Whew, I don't blame him. Don't blame him at all. See if we can find out what the temperature is this morning. Ooh, it's cold. Cold this morning. Oh, I'm glad I had that fixed before I went out there. Whew. Find out on this app, see what the temperature is this morning. But it was not supposed to get, I mean, it was supposed to get down to like 14 last night or colder. And then they were predicting rain, and I said, there's no way it's going to rain. Yeah, it shows 14. Uh, 11 degrees. It got down to 11 or colder because it's 11 right now, and it's 7:43, almost 8 o'clock. Bring up the forecast. It'll be 12 tomorrow night. And it says here 11 degrees. It'll get up to 26. It'll be 11. No, it's 11 right now. Well, it will be 26 tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be 28 degrees and 18 tomorrow night. And then Wednesday it's going to get up to 48 and the low will be 35. And then it'll warm up some Thursday, 52 and 29. But Friday night it's going to get down to 19 again. And then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday we'll get more rain. But it'll be warmer then. It's not going to snow. Monday it'll be 52 and 48 for a low. Tuesday 60 for a high, 48 for a low that night. So it'll just wash everything off. We won't get any more snow. But it is pretty out there. I mean, it's really cold at 11 degrees, but it's pretty, y'all. I love to see the snow. I don't think there's enough out there to build a snowman, but... Oh, that hot coffee. Little buddy's back on his vent. You back on your vent, huh? You over here wanting to be petted. We'll show you, little buddy. Because everybody always wants to see little buddy. See, he's inside. He's warm. He's dry. He doesn't have to be out in the cold. And you saw him. He went as far as the porch. He wanted right back in. He did not want to go out across that yard. Did not want to go across the yard. But it is still snowing out there. I'm not opening the door this time. But there is still snow flurries falling. The camera doesn't pick them up, not from in the house, but they're still falling out there. That's a beautiful sight this morning. Knowing that I don't have to get out on the highway, that is. And I'm hoping my son stayed home this morning, because he's got a lot of overpasses and dangerous roads to go over to get to work. So I'm hoping they, told everybody to stay home. Roads are too dangerous for people to be out there. But I knew I'd see that this morning. No way was it going to rain. At 11 degrees, it was not going to rain, was it, little buddy? You ain't going to go out. You know you're not. You're going to go right back to the vent where the hot air's blowing up. He's a smart kitty. He stays right on the side where the air's blowing up to get himself warm. He says, "Oh, yeah, that feels so good. Yeah, that felt so good," he says. You're not going to want to go out. Well, so I'm wondering what everybody's plans are today. I know the kids are loving it. They don't have to go to school today, because school was canceled. They get to play outside in this stuff if they want. I don't mind getting out and playing in the snow. I'm just like a kid. If I don't have to go to work, I don't have to be out in it, I'm fine. Because I can go out there if it's deep enough and build me a snowman and have a good time and come back in the house and warm up. Isn't that right, little buddy? Yeah, he's right here beside me. He's right here beside me. Ooh. I guess today and tomorrow is going to be our 2 worst days, and then, like I said, it's supposed to warm up some Wednesday. Just enough to kill what plants were out there, and then it'll move on somewhere else. But like I said, we do have another day. It'll warm up a couple of days, and then it'll be back down to 19. And we need freezing cold cold weather, to kill off all the bugs and all the varmints that we don't want in our garden. And it don't get rid of all of them. Some of them will be right back, but he's over here under the table, sitting right there beside the vent where it's warm. But I don't mind when it freezes up outside, because what little bit of moisture is around the windows or around the doors, it freezes, and it helps seal the house up to keep your heat in. That snow falling on its stuff is an insulation too. Believe it or not, snow on your roof is insulating your roof. Even though it's cold up there, it keeps the heat in your house. It's 11 degrees, I found out. I checked the weather app a few minutes ago. It's 11 degrees out here. Still snowing a little bit. It was snowing a lot more earlier, but it'll probably do this most of the day. Wanted to check out the garden. Everything is froze. Everything is frozen, y'all. Look at this, winter wonderland. Everything's frozen. Whew, it's cold out here. But this is powdery snow because it was so cold last night. That snow will probably actually insulate those collard greens, hopefully. Everything's frozen good. See that tree limb up there going over the house? It's not actually touching the house, but when the wind blows, it whips it around to where it bounces on top of the house and it bangs the house. And I got to get that trimmed up. I may have to get the ladder and go up there myself and see if I can trim enough of it off to keep it from scraping the house. You'll probably see it better from this side. But see, it comes on over the house toward this side, and some of those dead pieces are touching the house. But when that limb bounces, it bangs the house. And they need to be trimmed up about a foot or so to where it doesn't hit the house when the wind blows. Whew. Even with my hat on, my head is cold, y'all. And look at the snow flurries. Yes, you can see them. Yeah, the wind was blowing last night when the snow was falling. And it blew it over here on the patio, look. Because this is a covered patio. See the roof? I mean, usually if the wind's not blowing, you don't get snow up over on the table or up in here on the patio floor. So that wind was still blowing last night. It's calm now, but it was. Yeah, and I forgot to get those feeders down. They're froze solid. I'll probably just have to buy a couple new ones and put them up this summer. Probably need some new ones anyway. These are getting discolored. So, we'll see. But I think that's pretty. Pretty, but it's cold. Look at the fountains. They're frozen solid. Be interesting to see if the mail runs today. I've got a package out there. Small one. But I knew I wasn't going to the post office, so I put it in the box. Hopefully the mailman will run sometime today. I hear the chickens cackling over there across the street, behind that fence. Hear a rooster. My boots are covered in snow. Whew, a little bit of breeze blowing, it will freeze you. I'm telling you. 11 degrees, it's cold. Listening to the chickens. Trees are pretty when they're tipped with snow. That little bit of frosting on them. Whew. Time to build a fire outside. If you're going to stay out here very long, you need a fire to stay warm. I don't see any birds at the feeders right now, but there was a couple at the feeders a little earlier, getting some seed. Listen to those chickens. Kind of neat to hear them. Well, it's a little bit too cold for me out here, so I'm going to go in the house. I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.